Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is doing great. So as you guys saw in the title, today we're going to be making some fruit tartlets. With this all the time, I like saying it's a balance between like sweet and healthy at the same time, because it's fruit, you know. You just deceive yourself like that and say, you know what, it's healthy but it's also sweet, but it's also really good for the soul at the same time, you know. So if you want to see how that went, please do carry on watching the video. Also, please do like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their friends, tell their family, so that everybody ends up on the video the same way you are on the video. Also, please subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. There is that percentage of people, I actually don't have the number right now, the percentage of people who watch the channel but are not subscribed. Please do the right thing by clicking on that subscription, you know, just subscribe, that little red something somewhere here. Please do click on that. Before I also go on, please do follow me on my socials here in the description box down below. Please also get the notification bell on so you get notified every single time I post. And yeah, let's get into today's video. Two kiwi fruits. I'm going to be using a little, this is 20 grams of flour. This is going to be for the pastry cream. I'm going to be using some strawberries. We've got some raspberries here, blueberries, and then we've got 3 eggs for the pastry cases and 1 egg for the creme pads. Got some icing sugar from Salati and some caster sugar from Salati too. And then I'm going to be using some butter. And then we need some vanilla essence for this, and finally we are going to be needing some milk for this. I actually forgot, we're going to need flour for the pastry cases. This is about 250 grams of flour. So in here I have got 250 grams of flour, I've got 80 grams of icing sugar, as well as 130 grams of butter. The sugar and the flour was sifted, so please do that so that you get the lumps out of the icing sugar specifically. And then I'm just going to go in and just rub this together and then add the egg once this is all mixed in. Okay, cool. So on the stove we've got 250 ml of milk, and then we have got 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. So this is just going to scald together. So while this is going, I'm going to show you the mixture for the eggs and the sugar. So in here I've got 3 egg yolks as well as 50 grams of caster sugar. I'm just going to mix this in together. Okay, so I've removed some of the other foam that was there. Personally, I just like removing the foam. You don't have to. This is really a personal thing. So I'm just going to whisk this until it thickens up. So as you guys see, I just poked that so that the air can escape, so that the skin doesn't form even after you put your cling wrap. So this is done. I'm going to put it aside. So as you guys can see, I've got this done. I put it in the fridge for 30 minutes and I put it in cling wrap. So now I'm just going to mold these and put them in my pastry cases. So obviously went in with some spray and cook, because this is, you know, this is literally the grill that you always need to have. So that's that. So I'm just going to go in with our pastry, and then I will show you guys when we're done. Anyway, so I'm going to dock my pastry cases at the bottom, so don't go in like all the way to the bottom, otherwise when you're putting in your filling you're going to have a little bit of a problem. So you just go in a little bit like that, and then that's just to let air out so that the air doesn't sweat. Yes, so the bottoms don't sweat. I'd forgotten why you actually dug, so the bottoms don't sweat. You're using red kidney beans, you could use rice, you could use whatever you want. So I put baking paper on top of here. Don't put plastic. Plastic is going to get stuck to your case. This is just to par bake them so that everything is good. So I'm just going to do that for you guys and put it into the oven. We'll put this for about 20 minutes and then yeah. So now we're gonna make a apricot glaze for the top of the tarts. So I just added 20 ml of water in there, and then I'm gonna follow that with about 80 grams of some white sugar. Then we're just gonna let this dissolve on its own, no stirring, no anything of that sort, as it's boiling, and then we're gonna add our apricot jam afterwards. So our glaze is now ready. You could leave this like this, and then when you want to use it you can reheat it. But as you guys can see, you started with a simple syrup and then you just added apricot jam to it. So super simple, it's not going to take you too long. So that's what that looks like, and we're done with that. You guys can see our pastry cases are done. They've cooled down a little bit. What I'm going to do is I've melted some chocolate, and then I'm just going to dab some a little bit at the bottom here on all of them. This is just to cover, so when we docked our pastry, this is just to cover it up so that we don't have any custard literally seep into the bottom, because the chocolate is going to get harder, it's going to harden up, and then it'll cover any holes that might possibly have been made all the way to the bottom. But looking at most of them, we don't have that, but we're just going to do that just as a precaution. Okay, so we are done with that. What I'm going to do is, I don't have a piping bag, but if you have a freezer bag you can just use a freezer bag. I put our creme pads inside, and I'm just going to pipe this into each and every single one of these. So now that that is done, what we're going to do now is we're going to add all our fruits to the top. Okay, so as you guys can see, these are done now. So I'm coming in with the syrup that we made earlier, just to glaze over all of the fruits that we have here. Well, one of my tartlets, they're plated now. So like I said, this is going to be very, very, very simple plating. Super simple plating, nothing very hectic at all. If you have mint, you can go on and garnish with some mint if you want. So you could use your strawberries to garnish, you could really use whatever. But this time around, I just chose to keep it very, very simple. So this is us done with this. Please do like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell your friends, tell their friends, tell their family, so that everybody ends up on the channel the very same way you are on the channel. And I am going to see you guys in the next video. Bye!